this gets recorded, because I have tried recording on this before and it has failed on me. Dated the cargo unit yet. So, going over a place that I've gone many times. If you have seen any of my video, and it's been raining a lot in the last few days. So even the smallest rivers have become quite fast flowing. But even so, paths over the rivers I've done much over rivers than they. As you saw, at one point I was struggling and I actually had to reverse out of the river, out of it. So I found that very peculiar. And of course, I realized by the third river crossing that I actually forgot to put the ATV in four-wheel drive. This particular trip, I'm using a break in the weather. It's supposed to rain slightly. It's been having like very strong winds to 30 meters per second and a lot of rain, so I haven't been able to go camping. And this trip we are going a mountain. I'm gonna put the elevation. First we're going up Ankar and over to, and mind you, I am going in tracks. I am never going off-road. So that is forbidden and bad manners. After this, we'll go down the other side, and then we're gonna another mountain.
We ride over freezing cold rivers. It's more than water that makes us shiver. Up ahead, the trail gets rough, its climb is steep. This will be tough. The path turns narrow and winding. Sharp rocks underneath the grinding. The machines are screaming and straining. The riders are bruised and complaining. Yet when we pause and take a sight, this sunlit hot spring valley so bright, adventures to the great unknown, that is where I wanna go. Oh, what thrilling things we'll see. Come ride with me. Come ride with me.
see something. And most people didn't have cars, they were just still using the horses. God daginn! Já, þetta létt með þetta. Yeah, the ATV would really be struggling going up here. The horses, no problem. These are the Icelandic horses. Some call them ponies. They're not really, I think. Quite small, but sturdy. That's the last one. As you guys can see, I made it. I actually couldn't find the path to the second mountain, so I had to swing around the mountain and go through the fjord itself. But I found a very good place to camp, very flat spot, and it's quite close to the river. I just parked the bike just a few meters away from the path. And here we have a clean freshwater river to give us some ambience and water. So let's get camping. Gonna pitch the tent. Gonna get a few rocks to make a fireplace, and I think it's then time to start cooking, because it's already almost 5 in the afternoon and I actually forgot to have breakfast, so I'm gonna try to cook up something nice. Well, the tent is up. I don't know if you can see, but I put the helmet on because there are millions of flies here. So I'm gonna hurry up and get the fire started so we can hopefully get rid of these flies. It wasn't supposed to rain today, but oh, it's starting to rain. Very heavy clouds above, so nice. I hope that we're gonna be able to make a fire so I can cook some dinner. Okay guys, now for the next project we need to find some firewood. The problem is this is a very young forest and I haven't seen many dead trees, but let's try to find some. As you can see, we found a dead standing on the other side of the river, so I crossed and I'm gonna get it. That's enough for the sticks. Now I really need to scour the forest and try to find a downed tree. I've only found a couple and they seem to have blown down in the last storm, so they're not quite dry enough. I'll just have to keep on looking. Let's see if we can make a fire and smoke these flies away. Well, I didn't get the biggest logs, but hopefully this is gonna get me enough fire to make some dinner. Clean water. There we go. It's nearly 6. It's about dinner time soon. Wouldn't you know it, there are 0 bars on the phone here, so I can't even let people know that I'm okay. Oh well, I'll make a note of it for the next time I go camping. It's an okay spot here. I've been thinking about going here for about 2 years, but now I see it's pretty, but it's not the best spot. I actually prefer the one in the canyon, where I've gone a couple of times, and I'm gonna keep on looking for other places to camp. This area is like a just a recreational area. It's a maintained forest. Of course there are not many forests in Iceland, but there are a few like this. And yes, I've said before, the rules here are you can take a single tent and go camping almost anywhere unless it's specifically prohibited, and I couldn't find any information on this spot saying it's prohibited. Ergo, it is allowed. So we're gonna enjoy being here. I'm gonna grill up like a one of these dry package Mexican dishes, and I'm gonna put some chili hot dogs inside, and then for dessert I have something special, something I've wanted to do for quite some time. I think most YouTubers end up making this. I think you can guess what it is. It's the Outdoor Boys honey bread, although I had to make sadly a modification as I didn't have any honey, so instead I mixed maple syrup into the dough, so hopefully that's gonna be tasty. We'll see. Finally the fire is going quite properly, and hopefully we'll get some good coals so I can make the dish. Here I have my little IKEA cooking set or grill. This is not something you would take for a hike, but since I have the ATV, it's fine. So it has this cutting board on top, which I'm gonna use now, and then it has the grill, but I think I'm mostly gonna use this. We'll see. So here we have the Mexican grita. Always good to have instructions in Finnish and Swedish. So let's see. Basically we need one almost full. This is 750. Let's see how much goes in here. I'm at half a liter. I need a little bit more. So we're gonna go get some more water from the river. So here we are. Right. Of course, I'm gonna boil this. Although water in Iceland is generally very, very clean, we're not gonna take any chances. You never know what's upstream. So. Maybe I'm gonna make a jig. We'll see. So much smoke. Let's see if this carries it. Seems to work. Unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough to take a lid with me. I don't know if it can. Yeah, maybe this will be okay if it doesn't burn. We'll see. Hopefully it's not all gonna fall into the flame. So, as you can see, this is not the best axe. It's a DeWalt. It's quite heavy, 20 ounces. I have no idea how much that is, but it's quite hefty. But it was the first axe I got, and I had no idea what I was buying. So it's good. Maybe not the best for bushcrafting, but at least it's something. And then I have, I think I told you before, my Mora knife. This is the one I use for prepping food. And then I have this, I don't even remember what it was called. It's a Ukrainian, let's see, beavercraft Nightfall. So So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Everything I have is something I bought myself. So it's just to, like, I grabbed the first things I saw just to get into the hobby, to go outdoors and just start doing something instead of scrolling endlessly. Although I will say YouTube videos of guys doing this is fine by me, because that's exactly what got me into this, watching all the British YouTubers. Okay, it's not burnt yet, but it is hot. So, I'll just leave this like it is for now. Start prepping some hot dogs. Careful now. Ooh, nice. Red and green jalapenos. And it's cheesy too. It's gonna be good. I am starving. I've barely eaten anything today. No, actually, I haven't eaten. I had just had a cup of tea in the morning. So this is gonna be really, really nice. Hopefully. Put this in here for a bit. Make it faster, because I'm hungry. This is probably gonna be double what I can eat, but hey, then I'm gonna have something leftovers for breakfast. We are nearly at a boil. Trying not to burn the handle. Ooh, smoky. I'd say that's boiling. Just about. Smells good. And it's starting to rain. Great, just what we needed. It wasn't supposed to rain today. Why? So I'm gonna hurry up and get the bread on top. See if I can cook it before it starts raining too bad. Also gonna get these hot dogs inside. Alrighty. Oh, it's starting to get chilly. Or maybe I'm just cooling down because I've stopped moving. Ziploc bag. I made this just before leaving home, so it's been rising on the way. Very nice. Let's see. Not too sticky, not too shabby. There's a lack of sizzle that I don't like. Maybe this isn't warm enough. It's looking good though. Okay, there's a little bit of heat. I may need to put this further down somehow. Like so. Now I wish I had taken a bigger pot, but we should be fine. Should be okay. Whoop. Spoke too soon. Oh, I see my camera is running out of battery, so I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna use this as my plate. There we go. Oh. Like so. This is way too much food, but as I said, breakfast tomorrow. That's really good. Just the right amount of spicy too. Really hot. Whew. You know, the outdoor boys, very buttery. This is amazing. I'm gonna eat and I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, so it started raining even more. I'm gonna say it yet again, it wasn't supposed to rain today and not tomorrow either. Anyway, I retreated to the tent Dinner was excellent, just really satisfying, and that bread, even if it didn't have honey, the maple syrup more than made it up for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my sleep system out, gonna basically just get ready for sleep, and then I'll see you guys in the morning with breakfast. Good morning. It kept on raining in the night, and well, the tent has of course repelled everything. There isn't much condensation either, but it's still raining and everything is wet outside, so not ideal. I was expecting things to be dry, so it's gonna be an extra step that I wasn't expecting. And well, obviously it means I'm not gonna make the fire or breakfast, so I think I'm just gonna try and pack up. I might use the gas stove and make some coffee and head out. Let's get to it. And of course I'm gonna put everything up again at home and dry everything up. That's why I'm just pushing things in without folding them properly. There we go, leave no trace. Oh, this will be gone by the next time the sun shines or the next rain. So I'm gonna say goodbye before the flies eat me alive. Thank you and see you on the next one.